Hello everyone, welcome back. Kevin with Survivalist Boards. Well guys and gals, Eureka has finally delivered. And I don't know why it's taken so long for Eureka to offer what the customer wanted. I mean, for years and years and years, people have been asking, why doesn't Eureka offer the solitaire in something besides yellow? And it just never understood why the Eureka Solitaire was a bright yellow whenever a lot of us wanted green or some type of color that would blend in with the trees out here. So anyway, this is new for 2019, straight from the factory. I bought this with my own money. It was not provided by anybody. So let's give it a rundown. Okay, 28 inches tall, 96 inches long, 36 inches wide. The weight on the side says 2 pounds 10 ounces. My scale says it is a little over 3 pounds, say 3.2 pounds or something like that. So it's about 5 ounces heavier than what it says here. On the original Eureka Solitaire, and I'm going to do a video here in the near future comparing the AL with my Eureka Solitaire that I've had for pretty close to a decade. The original Solitaire, like the one that I have, like I said, it's close to a decade old. These poles are made out of fiberglass. These are made out of aluminum, thus the designation Eureka Solitaire AL for aluminum poles. And on my poles, the fiberglass poles, they're not curved like this, they're straight. And I've always worried about the poles cracking or breaking. I've used it several times out on hiking trips, camping trips, and I haven't had any problems with the poles breaking, but it's always just been a worry or concern of mine. And even the part that goes around the large part of the tent has a little bit of curvature to it, so I like that. I like that. Alrighty guys and gals, we have the tent set up. Got the dogs out here with me, out here on the back of the farm. And just setting this up, for example, make sure everything's there, make sure everything's all right, which it typically is, but you never want to take a product that's never been set up, never been tested, out into the field with you. It's just, no, don't do that, because I've been stung a couple of times. Anyway, sets up, typical Eureka Solitaire style. For those of you that have never seen the Solitaire, it's got stakes here, there, down there, down there. So it's 4 stakes per side. You've got a aluminum rod, tent pole that goes through here, another one that goes there. It seems like this one is a little bit larger than my other Eureka Solitaire. Like I said, I'm gonna be sitting, this is just a first impressions, looking at it for the very first time. In the upcoming video, we're gonna take these, they've been in the creek. First, we're gonna take these 2 tents, set them up side by side and compare them. So what makes this one different than the old style yellow Solitaire is that this one here seems to be a little bit bigger. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to set the yellow one up next to this one, but I think you've got a little bit more foot room. It's and the poles are made out of aluminum. You've got 2 ways to enter the tent. You've got your zipper here that goes around and comes around this way. Your rain fly here is held in place by couple of these little divots, and this here comes back. There's another one here that can slip through the loop and then hold your rain fly for your entrance back also. If I were to set this tent up to go on a real camping trip, the tarp, some of y'all may be wondering why I have a tarp. Well, it serves 2 purposes. That one, that acts as a ground cloth, or some people call it a ground sheet, and it provides a moisture barrier between the tent, provides protection from stobs or sticks and something from poking a hole in the tent. Some people may say, Kevin, well, you can buy a ground sheet for that or ground cloth for that. It's like, well, this tarp also doubles as an extra shelter. The tarp doubles as an extra shelter. I can take, hey Zoe, that's my Zoe, huh? I can take that tarp, and if need be, I can build an emergency shelter out of it. How this works is that you can enter the tent. If I was setting this up for a real camping trip, see that little bit of extra tarp right there? That would be up here, because I like to have the tarp stick up a foot or so. What is that? That's about 14 inches or so. I like to have it stick up. I can stand right here, open this up, take my boots off, then step directly from my boots into the tent. And so that's why you have a little bit of that tarp, a little bit of ground cloth sticking out, ground sheet sticking out. It's different, people call it different things. And then, or you have it right here, like that. You can step over your tent, get into it that way. This opens up, just like that. we've got the rain fly on there now. And with the rain fly on, you have to enter the tent from the side. Take your, it's got the little Velcro tabs on it. Come up. It's got double zippers on it, okay. So what we're gonna do, come all the way up like that, roll that back. We would unzip that. This tent is not for big people. If you're claustrophobic, chances are this tent's not for you. This is for people who can, anticipating rain, they can finagle their way up inside there. As for rainproofness, or how rainproof the tent is, then I'm going to be doing, you've got your pulls on the inside and outside of the zipper. So I'm going to be setting this back up close to the house whenever we're getting rain. Not supposed to get rain for another couple of weeks, or maybe another week or so. So what I'll do is I'll take this one, set up the yellow solitaire next to it, do a side-by-side comparison, and then with the rain, so we'll be able to do a side-by-side comparison on everything. This is just a first impressions video. You got your overlapping little rain fly right there. Some of y'all may know that I took and set my solitaire up on the first review of the yellow solitaire that I have. I set it up in the rain next to the house, and came a downpour that night, and there were just a couple of drops of water inside the tent, and I'm hoping for the same results on this one. If not, then I will spray the rain fly with some type of water repellent, but a good tent, you shouldn't have to. So what did I pay for this? I paid right at $100. I paid right at $100 for it. Paid for it with my own money, like I said. All right, so let's get some measurements, guys. Let's get some measurements. And right about here, looking at about 36 inches wide. And how tall is this? Let's see here. Maybe about, what do y'all think, about 30 inches tall or so? Yeah, I think that'd be about right. On the big end, on the small end, what would y'all say, about 24, 22 inches? Yeah, I think that's about right. So, and as for the width, say, what would y'all say, about 41 inches or so. So first impressions are good. I just wish that the Eureka would offer a more dull green color. You've got some guide wires that came with it. You've got your attachment points for the guide wires here. One over here, and then you've got your spot back here in the back for a guide wire. But I've never used the guide wires with my solitaire. I've been camping with it several times, not this one, but the yellow one. Been camping with it several times. Never used the guide wires with it. The poles have always held it up nice. As long as your stakes stay in the ground, you're good. All right, guys and gals, that's it for now. Just a first impressions video. We'll be doing a side-by-side comparison. Why didn't I do that? Start with, well, it's going to be a few days, maybe a week or so before we get rain. So I just wanted to get this video out there, do a first impression, and then we'll be doing the classic solitaire compared to the AL. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. I think, personally, I wish that they would tone down. They went from a bright yellow to a bright green. I mean, it just, why can't we just get a dull OD green Eureka Solitaire? I don't understand. I'm gonna contact the company, make my suggestion, but this is a wonderful, wonderful lightweight tent for a lightweight single backpacker. Could you cram 2 people in here? Maybe so. I mean, yeah, if you really like each other or something, but you could probably get 2 people in there. But the times that I've spent camping in the original Solitaire, it's just been me. Hey, Bubba, what you doing? You got some snot on your nose. You've been playing in the creek, haven't you? Yeah, you have. That snot's gross, Bubba. There's Zoe. All right, guys and gals, that's it for now. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to y'all later.